Alright, hey up, guys, gals, theys, it's, whatever. Sorry if I'm rambling already. One, because sometimes I think too much, well, that's an understatement, and I've just necked back to that channel. Put your tongue back in your, yeah, whatever. Yeah, two Jack Daniels whiskey mixers. Shows how used I am, with whiskey and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go on with the matter at hand. So this is third episode of History Boys Ramblers, and this is an obscure one actually. I only look for not only look for, but things that are people and things that are the most interesting. And sometimes they fall into obscure things because I'm the kind of bloke that roots for the underdog or the person that's overshadowed by well-known people or so on and so forth. So this is about a Māori called Tāne Tinorau. Sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation to anyone in Kiwi land, basically. So, he was born in 1827 and he died in 1905. And the place of his birth was King County, Kohia, North Island in New Zealand, which is surrounded by the it's right near the Tasman Sea, which it flows into, I guess, Tasmania, where of course Errol Flynn is from, and Tasmania gets its name from the Dutch explorer Abel Tasman, and New Zealand I think partly got his name because it was derived from Abel Tasman also naming New Zealand partly because there's a region in the Netherlands called Zeeland, which it has a slightly different spelling. It's Z-E-E rather than Z-E-A. And interesting thing about him, I found him interesting anyway. He was a local Māori tribal chief of his neck of the woods, and he was actually he was very active. He was like one of those people that did quite a few varied things. When he became the leader of his people, one of his first acts was to fight and take land off a rival tribe that were living in the Wanganui Twi or river to claim land off a rival chief who was a chief of a tribe called the Ngati Hau. The reason why I put him in the Ramblers series is because he helped a lot of he promoted a lot of tourism in North Island, and assisted navigator called surveyor explorer called Fred Mace, who also coincidentally shares the name of an old-timey silent film actor who died at the age of 38 in 1917. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, that's the drinks. And but the most famous thing he did, tourism wise, was in 1880. Well, between 1887 and 89, he and Fred Mace, well, Frederick Mace as he was called, um, promoted the glowworm cave, which yeah which is also called the Waitomo Caves because that part of North Ireland, the region or county, whatever it was called, is Waitomo. The village, I guess. Sorry if I'm rambling. But yeah, basically the cave, it became known. Well, it was actually kind of brought to attention mostly through Fred Mace's efforts, where he was exploring through it, and the cave is also in Maori called the Titiwai, or reflected over water, because of the layout of the cave. The glow it's basically like there's a lot of water, like an underground water network where the glowworms would reflect the water as the name would suggest. It officially became a sort of a tourist attraction in 1889, but it wasn't until 1906 that the New Zealand government took possession of it, and it wasn't until 1989 that the caves were returned to Tinorau's family. So yeah, I'm gonna do more of these. I mean, found my words. Maybe necking those mixtures back was a bit of a mistake. Shame I don't have anything else to drink. Pretty much, either hair of the dog or just to get fully plastered. Maybe I should have got 3 instead. And actually, Maoris are known for the drinking too, aren't they? I mean, wouldn't it be funny, speaking about if you've seen the my fun facts episodes about World War II stuff, and I kind of reference and joke about my great granddad Brian and his dad not being his dad. I just thought it wouldn't be funny if I was of some kind of Maori background, because and if I am, I get a pass, a racial pass, as it were. I'm only joking, obviously, but usual spiel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and all that jazz. And TCFN, ta for now, as A.A. Milne once said in I said not once said, I mean said in all his stories, his Winnie the Pooh stories. And I'll stop this recording in order to stop me rambling on and on and on and on and on and on. So see you in the next one. Peace.